If you're a woman over 35 and feel like fat loss got harder, it's probably not for the reason you think. One of the most common questions I get is whether my coaching, content, and resources are only for women over 35. Absolutely not. Everything I teach works whether you're 18, 25, 35, 45, or 55, or even 60, and even if you're a guy. Because the basic habits like eating enough protein, strength training, getting your steps in, especially after meals, sleeping well, prioritizing recovery, eating mostly whole foods, staying hydrated, and more are the things your body has always wanted. They just become more important after 35. So why does it feel harder after 35? It's because of everything that's happened over the last 10 to 20 years. When you've spent years dieting nonstop, following outdated advice like eat less and move more, skipping meals because you ate too much yesterday, cutting carbs, choosing more cardio instead of building muscle, sitting more because life and work got busier, and treating every season like it had to be a fat loss phase. Over time, your body adapts because that's literally what your metabolism is designed to do, aka called metabolic adaptation. Muscle slowly declines when you don't use it and challenge it, aka you lose it if you don't use it. Less muscle means you naturally burn fewer calories throughout the day. Years of dieting leaves you underfueled. So, the things that seem to work in your 20s stop giving you the same results. Now, does that mean hormones don't matter? Of course not. For sure, there are real changes during perimenopause and menopause. Declining estrogen affect muscle retention, recovery, sleep, hunger, insulin sensitivity, and where your body stores fat. But for most women with no other underlying medical conditions, that's not the whole story. Your metabolism did not suddenly wake up on your 35th birthday and decide to quit. A big part of it is that you've spent years moving less, losing muscle, staying underfueled, and expecting your body to keep responding to the same old strategy. And that's where I see so many women get stuck because their answer is always eat less, cut carbs, add more cardio, especially to a stressed body, be stricter, rely on willpower, and believe suffering is the way to get results. When what they actually need is a strategy that matches their body, their goals, their lifestyle, and the phase they should be in, which usually means building muscle and eating more before earning another fat loss phase. Yes, fat loss is earned. The key is knowing what your body needs right now instead of assuming the answer is always to do more. That's why you should have started younger, because you are not that invincible as you think, honey. It all catches up to you. Because after years of dieting, underfueling, and losing muscle, you need more time to rebuild, especially spending years repeating the same habits. And habits are skills. The longer you've practiced the old way, the more time it takes to learn a new one. Those basic habits are like your retirement fund. The earlier you invest, the bigger the payoff. The good news is that your body is incredibly responsive when you finally give it a reason to be, like when you strength train, fuel yourself properly, do less diets, stop skipping meals, actually eat breakfast, not just coffee, focus on recovery, and so on. Not by restricting yourself and running yourself into the ground, but by building a body that's stronger, more energized and resilient, and metabolically healthier and stronger for decades. Because after 35, the goal isn't just to lose the fat and become smaller, but to become stronger. If you want to start building those habits now so your future self doesn't have to spend years undoing them, then follow me for more.